Hey everybody, happy Monday. How y'all doing? This is Chris Irving from Knoxville, Tennessee, as you know. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about strains and like what each different strain does or how it could affect you. Because we all know there's like red, yellow, white, green, and then there's other things they add to it like Mangda, horn, gold, and do they really have that? Are they really that much different than their counterparts? Then to add on top of that confusion, you've got locations of where they've come from: Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Bali, and each one of those places has a different kratom strain, or has a different effect because of the soil, the sunlight, how it's grown, where it's grown, how much water it receives, because some countries are wetter than others, some countries get more sun than others. I've never tried it before, but from what I've heard, the Philippines has some of the best, I got some of my lunch on my lips, sorry, has some of the most potent kratom that exists. But like I've said, I've never tried it, and it's got a different name to it, and I want to try it really bad. I will be going to the Philippines in a year, and I will definitely, and it's only grown on one island in the many islands of the Philippines, and I'm definitely going to find that island and go and pull a leaf off the tree and chew it, just like they do in the Southeast Asia, as the natives use it. They don't. Well, yeah, they do. I mean, in Indonesia, my distributor, the farmer I used to communicate with there a lot, he used to make tea powder. He would dry it, grind it into a powder, and then make teas like I make a tea with it. So anyway, let's start with the most popular and the strain that has the most alkaloids content, and that's the red. The red, for some reason, they leave it on the tree a little bit longer so it gets more nutrient and more sunlight, and it becomes more potent with the alkaloids. So red kratom supposedly has the most Mitragyna speciosa, and red is popular because it's for two reasons. It does two major things red is responsible for. It's designed to be the most relaxing and also the most euphoric, and with hands down the biggest analgesic, the biggest pain reliever. So if I'm hurting when I wake up in the morning, my muscles are all stiff because I have a really sucky Amazon bed that I paid like $75 for online, and the bed was in a box. It was the cheapest thing you could possibly find, but it was all I had because I'm ghetto poor, and so I'm sore. So the first thing I drink in the morning is a huge cup of red kratom, because it does kind of numb my body, make me feel more relaxed. Then there is the yellow vein, which is kind of a new to the scene, and it's a very alkaloid rich plant, and it's supposed to, me personally, I think yellow is more relaxing than red, so I'll drink a cup of yellow before bedtime just because it calms me down. But there's a debate, which one's more relaxing. It really depends on your brain chemistry. And for me, yellow, if I drink it during the day, I start yawning and don't really like it during the day. I like it at night. But red just gives you a great overall feeling of niceness. And there's a few things I can't say anymore on YouTube, and one of them is H-I-G-H. I don't even know how to spell it, but anyway, you know what I mean. I can't say that word anymore because it immediately the AI picks up that word and deletes my video, so rendering it useless to my statistics. So I can't use that word, the youth word, and anything that makes it inappropriate, you know what I mean? Which is why I talk about it more medicinally now, because for me, in my YouTube, my highest viewed videos were the ones where I was talking about the inappropriate stuff. I mean, because that's what people want, you know. They don't really care about the other effects of it, you know. They don't care about the relaxation or the pain relieving effects. Well, some people do care about the pain relieving effects, but by far my biggest viewed and most popular videos were those that talked about those two subjects. And it's unfortunate because since I got a warning or a strike against me for using those, and if you get 2 strikes, you're out, I think, or you get banned for a while, you know, and then I lose my fun, I lose my interest, I lose all my subscribers because they think I'm gone, and that's not true. It's because so my thumbnails are always really generic now, and kinda just, and because there are secrets with Kratom. I don't know exactly what they are. I'm researching them, which can intensify those effects tenfold. I mean, I just got an email, comment by somebody from one of my older videos that specifically dealt with that issue, with one of those issues, and he said he knows something that you can add to it, an over-the-counter product that will make it as powerful as a NARCOTIC. And I'm very interested to know what that is, just for academic reasons, not that I want that effect anymore, but a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of people want to escape reality, which is why DRUGSs are so popular. And it's a shame, but you're going to start watching a lot of YouTube videos with bleeps and bleeping out content, bleeping out words, spelling out words, trying to hide it from the AI. But I just am choosing to be very conservative because I love my channel and it's growing. I mean, I've got 1,010 subscribers now, which I never thought I would have. And my older videos, the ones I made 2 or 3 years ago before I knew the rules, before I got a strike, were getting like 4.7 thousand views in 4 days, which now I get, you know, maybe 75 views, and which is cool. I mean, that's cool with me. I'm reaching 1,000 people, and at least my videos are being viewed. I mean, that's more than I ever expected in the beginning. I didn't expect to get any subscribers because it was just me, you know, me, a nobody. And but as I'm learning the game, I'm starting to figure things out, and people that continue on and keep trucking along end up making it. And I'm gonna keep trucking along because this is my thing. I don't get to go to work anymore, so I take this on not as a job because it makes me no money, but it gives me self-satisfaction, and I love looking at the progress that I make month by month. You know, how many more subscribers did I get? How many views did I get? How many hours of views did I get? And so White Vein, according to one, you know, I'm kind of referencing where I got the information from. I called one online distributor that I'm pretty comfortable with, and I was like, well, what do you think about White Vein? And they said it's one of the more expensive veins, which I've not really found to be true, but at other distributors. But at this particular distributor, it tends to be more expensive, and it has the most caffeine-like effect. I mean, and I find that to be true. If I drink straight up white, I have more energy, my eyes are opening up wider, I'm thinking faster, more clear. It's like having caffeine. And if you mix white and red together, it's called black, and it gives you another weird effect. I don't really like it because I think it cancels out too much of the red, which I like. I like a lot of the red. And then there's green vein. And green is the easiest for your body to digest, which is why I've been drinking a lot more green, because I have a hard time digesting kratom. But they also say that green is the most popular for a caffeine-like effect. So it's kind of a cross between white and green. Mix white and green together, and half a teaspoon of white and half a teaspoon of green. Mix them together, and you got a pretty powerful energizer. That's what I found. But everybody, like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different brain, as we know. And my brain being damaged, it's gonna have a different effect than everybody else's. But if you're looking for something for pain, definitely red. If you're looking for energy, white or green. If you're looking for relaxation, yellow. That's the basics that I go by after 15 years of using it. And since I started taking red, I haven't suffered a migraine at all. And also, when I have epilepsy, well, I don't have epilepsy, but because of my brain damage, my wires get crossed and I have grand mal seizures sometimes. And so for that, I find red to be awesome, because red is really good for anxiety. It kind of calms you down and gets rid of calms my brain waves down, and releases the opiate-like receptors to take away pain, and which reduces anxiety, which relaxes me more. And honestly, since I've been drinking any strain of kratom at all, I used to take 120 milligrams of antidepressant a day. Now I take 60. So I've virtually cut my antidepressant in half, and I don't wake up wanting to kill myself anymore. So for anxiety, depression, I definitely like red. And if I want the effects of red, but the energy, I'll mix red and green together. And that gives me pain relief plus a little more energy. But it doesn't relax me as much. So sometimes I'll have a cup of red, then I'll wait a little while, have a cup of coffee, and then I'll have a cup of green. And, it just gives me that's another way to deal with it. And then there's different regions, like Mangda is supposed to have more alkaloids, more mitragina. And they don't really know why. It's Vietnamese soil produces that alcohol more. So most Mangda, or true Mangda, comes from Vietnam. We're talking about all of Southeast Asia, from the Philippines all the way up to Thailand. And Indonesia is like smack in the middle. So Indonesia right now is the ones that are supplying it to most of the online distributors. And it's consistently been good, because all of it's been lab tested. If it's at a good distributor, but then there's Bali, and Bali is a very consistent strain, and because Bali is so clean, the soil's clean, the air's clean, the water's clean, so you get a cleaner kratom, I guess. But for the best, if you're new to kratom and you want to get the best overall effect, I would try red Bali, to be the most specific. And just because it says Mangda does not mean it's Mangda. I mean, a lot of distributors will put that on it. I mean, I've seen them put it on just as an afterthought, you know, put a little sticker on it that says Mang Da. And it's crap, you know. I mean, it's just a selling, what do they call that? It's just, you know, people think Mang Da, oh, it's the best, but sometimes it's just a label. And I don't know, so I don't always just get Mang Da because it's thinking it's the pimp's grade. I'll get Mang Da if it says on the package that it's from Vietnam, you know, or if it's from a trusted, reliable source like Amazing Botanicals or Special Speciosa, or I've been getting stuff from lately, which has the highest concentration of the alkaloids that I've ever seen before from the lab testing. And Vietnamese kratom is also very strong, and which is why it got the title Mang Da. And horn kratom, I don't really know. I've never really felt any different between Mang Da and horn. Horn is just it's got a shape on the leaf with a little horn on it. So the farmers named it horn kratom and say it's different, but I don't really know why or what is different about it, except for the way the leaf looks. And the strain, the color, comes from, in a leaf, you've got one main vein that goes right down the middle of the leaf, which kind of splits it from the anterior and posterior side. And whatever color that main vein is that goes down the center, that connects it to the branch, is the color of the strain. You know, like, because a red vein will have, that main vein will be an obvious shade of red. I mean, it might be like a burgundy, you know, I mean, depending on how red, you know what I mean, depending on how long it's been on the leaf for, or whatever. But anyway, y'all, this is going to be my time. Thanks for watching this long, and thanks for watching, period. I really appreciate you all, and help me grow my channel. Please like, share, and try to get, if you know anybody else into kratom, get them to subscribe, because, you know, I've got a goal now for next year to get 2,000 subscribers. My ultimate goal would be the impossible million, but that's, they say if you dream it, you can do it. So I'm dreaming it. I want 1 million subscribers one day. I mean, that would make me a true YouTuber. Right now, I'm just a hobbyist, you know, because I've only got 1,000 subscribers. Well, 1,010, thanks to the last 10 people that just found it. And I think what makes people find the channel is an awesome thumbnail. And I have a crappy computer now, so I can't use Adobe Photoshop to make amazing thumbnails. I mean, I'm using whatever I can find, usually online tools, which are kind of generic and template formats and not so good. And another thing that makes websites really popular is sex. You know what I mean? It'd be a really pretty girl. Like some Filipino channels that I watch, this Filipino woman, is, all of her thumbnails say something like, do Filipino girls like to have oral sex? And it's like, I mean, come on now, this isn't appropriate for like a 15-year-old kid that's got a cell phone flipping through YouTube, you know. They don't even know what that means, but so I don't have a lot of sex appeal on my thumbnails. Obviously, you've got a 50-year-old bald guy, and so, but kratom does get some attention, which is why I do have a channel. And but you know, obviously those words like high or euphoria or whatever, they grab people's attention and they're like, ooh, I want to feel that. You know, or how to make your kratom stronger, how to make it feel like you're taking an opiate, you know. And which I don't make videos like that anymore because it's totally against YouTube standards, and I don't want a 15-year-old kid who could go into the corner, a gas station, buy 8 ounces of kratom and add whatever ingredients I say and get a narcotic-like effect and turn them into a drug addict. That's not my game. I'm not into that. I'm very conservative as far as stuff like that goes. I mean, you all know my opinion on drugs and alcohol, so why would I want to promote that abuse? And like anything, kratom can be abused, so if you do have that brain that feels this stuff, like if my mom took it, she would be flat on her ass laughing, because if she takes a benzodiazepine, she can't even walk, and I can take 10 milligrams of them and go about, because my tolerance level is so high, because I've been taking prescription drugs for so long that they don't work for me anymore. I mean, when I was taking narcotics for pain, directly after my stroke, after 1 or 2 of them, I just quit. I mean, 1 was like useless, so I would have to take 2, and then I started overusing my prescriptions, and just to get the same effect as 1 used to give me. And it's the same thing with kratom, so just be careful with whatever you do. And I still want to get you guys the most out of your kratom, because more pain relief with this natural non-narcotic substance is better than going on the street and stealing your grandma's morphine pills that she needs for her cancer pain. So anyway, y'all, 21 minutes and 33 seconds. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, and thanks for watching.